So, before we get into sharing our top 10 favorite deep cuts, what was how were you first introduced to the Backstreet Boys?
Um, I'm not 100% sure how I first found them, but I know I found that I'm always an early adopter of music for some reason, like ever since I was young. And somehow we found them before their first album Backstreet Boys came out in Canada. Like they were still just dropping like singles here and there. And I have this little funny piece
Ooh,
of
what's
nostalgia.
this?
My mom found this in a box the other day. I had an original huge crush on Nick Carter.
Oh, look how cute
So
and
I
young
had
he
like a
looks. Oh
Nick
my gosh.
Carter necklace.
Gotta show that on
My
Instagram.
mom found this and brought it over and I was like, "Oh my gosh,
Aw.
did she really find this?" And then so we like I said in 96, I think it was when we found them. And my dad that year bought us tickets to the concert. They were still brand new. Like at this point, they weren't crazy. They hadn't hit it big in the States, hadn't quite hit it huge in Canada. They were just on the cusp. So it was at like the Government, which is the warehouse in Toronto now, and I can't remember what they call it now, but like basically on the Queen's Quay front, like waterfront, it was the big place to go for
Oh,
concerts.
okay.
And we saw
Yes.
the Backstreet Boys there. And in the afternoon, they had an autograph signing at Sam the Record Man.
I remember that. Yeah,
And
place.
we went to it. And unfortunately, we didn't get to sign because there was just too many people, but they did allow everyone to kind of come in and shake high fives with them. I can't find the photo of what I had it. I did find the negatives, I think, so I got to get it done. But 25 years after that concert, one of my friends from work asked me to go see the Backstreet Boys last year.
Nice. I
So I
remember when
was
you
like
went.
25 years between the first time seeing them and the last time seeing them.
Wow. And
So it
you
was
got
kind
the
of my
little
I got
lightsaber thingy.
my lightsaber shaker from the DNA World Tour. So it was kind of fun that it
Nice.
was like 25 years difference in between.
Yeah.
And then one other silly note, I want to actually read this on Facebook or on Instagram sometime. But apparently, when I was a little kid, I wrote a Backstreet Boys fan fiction
Oh,
story, and I
no
still have
way. Look
it.
at that. Wow. Oh my gosh.
And this
Please
is
give
how
us a
nerdy I
snippet.
was.
A snippet,
Not
please.
only did I write it out, I also typed it out.
Typed it out. Wow. Best friend forever. Wow. Look at that.
Yeah. So let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. I don't even know.
Exclusive. Everything 90s exclusive here.
Exclusive. In like 19 Okay, so in 1997, Katrina, have you ever heard of the Backstreet Boys? If you have, we know them personally. Here's the Katrina, some of us want to tell the story though too. Okay, you don't have to get bossy about it, Alana. You can tell the story. Thank you. Okay, here's the story. It's one summer in 1992. We all had to go to summer camp. Unfortunately, so did our enemies, the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, enemies. Oh,
Right? We never
juicy.
liked them, but they were in each of our classes, so we got used to them bugging us. Well, when we got there, we had to go to the mess hall and find out who our bunkmates and counselors were. There were 5 boys and 5 girls in every cabin. And so
Oh,
goes the story.
okay. That is so funny and
I was
cool that you
like,
still have it.
right. I was surprised. I like again. So obviously when we did our podcast was when I started to go looking and finding in some of my old boxes, like at my mom's house and stuff. And
Mhm.
yeah, I found some interesting things.
That
This
is
big one, and I
so
was like,
cool.
did I really? Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna show Shalina that because it's just so funny. I haven't
On
read like
brand.
all of it yet, but yeah,
That is so funny. That is so cute. Thanks for
right.
sharing.
Like sixth grade me.
Aw,
Oh,
awesome.
so cute.
Yeah, for me, I mentioned this on the podcast in a couple episodes, but my babysitter when I was a kid at the time was a huge fan of the Backstreet Boys, so I learned about them
Mhm.
through her. She was, I think, in her maybe late 20s or 30s, and at the time, like I was in grade school, grade 1, grade 2, and
Mhm.
she blasted their music all the time, went to
Mhm.
their concerts. I remember one time um, my parents were picking me up late, so I had dinner with her and her daughters and husband. And then they're listening
Mhm.
to the radio, and then a Backstreet Boys song came on. She like dropped her fork and knife and just started dancing. I'm like, man, yeah, she was a
Right?
fanatic. And
Amazing. Yeah.
yeah, then I listened to their music through her. Wasn't really a fan, but it was just there. And then when I got a
Yeah.
little bit older, like I bought their Millennium CD and
Yep.
Black and Blue CD. Those were like my the only two ones that I owned and played over and
Yeah.
over.